Queen Elizabeth's big secret that left entire royal family surprised. Queen Elizabeth II was known for her elegance, sense of duty, and quiet demeanor. Yet, there was much more beneath the surface, and throughout her reign, she kept many details of her private life well guarded. One surprising secret that came to light much later in her life left even her close family members in awe: her strong interest in the world of espionage and secret intelligence. Since her early years, Queen Elizabeth displayed an unexpected interest in espionage, an interest that can be traced back to World War II. While still a teenager, she witnessed the horror and impact of the war on Britain and the importance of intelligence in protecting the nation. She worked as a mechanic and driver in the Auxiliary Territorial Service (ATS) and became familiar with the strategic side of the war, developing a respect for those working in intelligence. After becoming queen, her interest in espionage didn't disappear. As head of state, she had unique access to the British intelligence services, including MI5 and MI6. Many in her family assumed she was simply informed about these areas as part of her duties. But unbeknownst to them, her involvement was far deeper. She built trusted relationships with some of the country's top intelligence officials, gaining a first-hand understanding of the most covert operations. The Queen maintained close relationships with directors of MI5 and MI6 and, later, with the Government Communications Headquarters, GCHQ, the UK's intelligence and security organisation. She attended briefings regularly and took a particular interest in counter-terrorism operations and efforts to secure Britain's cybersecurity. While her regular audiences with the Prime Minister were well known, less publicized were her private meetings with intelligence officials. These interactions allowed her to stay well informed about operations that even senior members of the government were not always privy to. It was only after her passing in 2022 that certain details of her interactions with intelligence agencies came to light. Members of the royal family, including Prince Charles, now King Charles III, and her grandsons Prince William and Prince Harry, were taken aback to learn the extent of her involvement and knowledge. Although they knew her to be diligent and thorough, they were surprised by her engagement with intelligence matters, realizing that she was much more than a passive observer. One of the most extraordinary revelations involved her actions during the height of the Cold War. According to recently uncovered documents, Queen Elizabeth played a discreet role in fostering a secret line of communication between British intelligence and key diplomatic figures in the Soviet Union. With the rising nuclear threat, she was committed to using her influence to prevent conflict, albeit subtly and without overstepping her constitutional role. While she never directly intervened in political affairs, her soft diplomacy approach with certain international contacts provided a valuable bridge in times of tension. Though this role was highly confidential, the Queen understood the delicate nature of her position. She walked a fine line, offering counsel in a way that was neither formal nor binding. This approach proved beneficial for Britain's diplomatic standing, though its full extent remained hidden from even her closest family members. Despite her close relationship with her family, Queen Elizabeth kept many aspects of her intelligence involvement under wraps. She believed her role as a monarch required discretion, even with her children and grandchildren. Only her husband, Prince Philip, was aware of some of her connections and meetings, though even he didn't know everything. Her discretion was partly rooted in her belief that monarchy should remain above politics, yet it was also a personal choice to bear certain responsibilities alone. Her careful compartmentalization extended even to Prince Charles. Though she shared details with him once he took on more responsibilities as the Prince of Wales, she withheld much about her intelligence contacts, only occasionally hinting at her interactions with intelligence agencies. After her passing, Charles reportedly expressed both admiration and surprise at the depth of her secret knowledge, realizing she had been safeguarding more than he ever suspected. In her later years, as technology advanced and cyber threats became more prominent, Queen Elizabeth's interest shifted towards cybersecurity. She had regular briefings with experts from GCHQ to understand the risks posed by cyber warfare and data breaches. Although her role remained largely ceremonial, her genuine interest and knowledge impressed intelligence officials, who regarded her as an unofficial advisor and listener. Her fascination with espionage was not just about statecraft. Friends and aides recall that she loved spy novels, particularly the works of John le Carré and Ian Fleming. It was a well-known secret among her close aides that she occasionally brought up scenes from spy thrillers during her meetings, much to the amusement of her intelligence contacts. For her, These were not just stories but a world that paralleled the very real threats she faced as a monarch. After her death, the revelation of Queen Elizabeth's interest in espionage and her influence in intelligence matters took the world by surprise. Historians and royal commentators alike were struck by this hidden facet of her reign. Members of the royal family, particularly her grandchildren, expressed admiration for her dedication and resilience. Prince William reportedly remarked on how it underscored her strength and duty, aspects he hoped to emulate. The public response was equally overwhelming. For a queen known for her reserve and stoicism, the idea that she had secretly engaged with intelligence agencies added a new layer to her legacy. Her life as a symbol of stability was now also a story of courage and adaptability, qualities that cemented her status as one of Britain's most remarkable monarchs. In the end, Queen Elizabeth II's secret involvement with espionage highlights her complexity. While she may not have directly influenced intelligence decisions, her quiet contributions reflect her lifelong commitment to duty, going beyond her public role and embodying a protector of her nation in every sense. The revelations are a fitting reminder that, even after her passing, she continues to surprise and inspire.